I was able to land 5 calls with potential clients using this one tactic I'm about to show you. And no, this is not some secretive tactic I found in a course or some secret tactic I created on my own. It's a simple skill and task you can implement right now to land that many more clients, to land that many more calls. You might get mad at me for saying this, but it's the simple truth that everyone else tells you, but you still don't believe. It's simply volume. You are not doing enough volume to land calls, to land clients, and get people answering your DMs, to get them actually on the calls, and it's as simple as that. When I started ramping up my volume, going from 8 DMs a day to 15 DMs a day to now close to 30 DMs a day, the dramatic change in output was how much input I was putting in. And that's the simple equation you people do not understand. More input is more output when it comes to outreach, when it comes to landing clients. If you simply tell me that you're not getting any answers, you're not getting any calls booked, I'm going to ask you to go in your DMs and see how many DMs you sent today. And if it's less than 20, then you're doing it wrong. Then you're not doing enough. And even if it is more than 20 and you're still not getting answers, do more. Get your volume up. Get it up to 25, 30. And then look and see, is that outreach message working? Is that working? Because you have the volume now. You're doing enough volume. You're getting like over 100 people in a week. But is that the message right? If it's not right, then you go back and change the message. But you can't determine a message quality and effectiveness on 25 people, because you can go 25 people without even getting a response. But why don't you at least get the outreach out, and then you can figure out what the message is. That's where I screwed up, and many of you guys screw up. You worry about perfecting the message so much, the quality of it, and like exactly what you're trying to offer, like, hey, you want this free value, blah, blah, blah. But if you're not even sending it to more than 10 people a day, then how is anyone even going to see the message in the first place? So simply make this switch, implement this tactic. It's not really even a tactic. It's just start working harder, start pushing out more volume, and then you'll start to see the results you want. And if you don't see those results, then it's the message. It's not the message, then the volume. It's volume, the problem, then the message problem. When I started doing 25, 30 DMs, even more a day, that's when I started seeing the output and the results I wanted. That's when I started seeing my calendar start fill up. That's when I started seeing people become potential clients. And that's when I started seeing answers in the DMs the most. And then when I started to see that, I saw what worked, I saw what didn't, and I changed my message. I iterated on it and saw exactly what worked. And now I'm easily getting 5 to 10 opens a day. And I finally figured out it wasn't so much the message, it was more the volume and then the message. All along, it was, oh, but if my message is good enough, I swear I'll get more open, while I'm sitting over here doing 8 DMs a day, sending 8 outreaches a day, thinking that's enough, which I know 99% of you watching this are doing. And you were in the same position I was. I was doing 8 DMs a day, scrolling Insta for hours trying to find the perfect clients. You were sitting exactly where I was just a few months ago. Don't think I just magically became this higher up person all of a sudden because I figured it out. It took me months to figure this out. And it wasn't even I had to figure anything out. It was right in front of me. The first thing people tell you about outreach is you need a volume, you need to be doing 20, 30, 40 a day. The volume is the key, because then you actually get to get data and you get to experiment with different outreach messages. And that's when you can finally change the outreach message and make it perfect. And then I changed it, I sent it out, and everyone started opening it. It's insane. It is simply the simple things in your copywriting journey, your outreach, that you are messing up, that are not getting your results you want. Again, when I started to figure this out, and it didn't take weeks, it took months to figure this out, and I finally figured it out, and now I'm getting people opening my stuff all day, people replying, people wanting the free value I'm giving them. And it's all because I just changed that one thing. The one thing is just volume. And it's nothing crazy. It's literally this most simple thing. And now, what most of you say, and what I used to say why I didn't do more volume is, oh, well, I seriously just can't find enough people. I can't find enough people to outreach to. And to that, I simply say you're lying. Just quickly think about how many people there are in this world. 8 billion almost people in this world. If you live in the States, or even if you live in England, or wherever you live, grab that population and just make a rough estimate for how many people in your niche work in that niche where you live. So say if you want to do it for me, I live in these states. 340 million people live in the States. Think about it. I do fitness coaches or online coaches, strength coaches, whatever it is for my niche. If you even just look up how many fitness coaches there are in the US, there is millions, probably millions. So don't give me that excuse. Don't give yourself that false belief that there isn't enough. Unless you still haven't figured out that the dog walker over 45 years old walking golden retrievers niche is too small, then you need to figure this out. Like I just said, probably close to 2 million fitness coaches in America. You're telling me that you can only find 400 on Instagram? You're lying now. You're just lying. You're just giving yourself false belief, and you're just holding yourself back. You're just putting a blockade in your copywriting journey. Stop giving yourself that false belief. There is millions of Instagram accounts. You're either not looking hard enough, you're being ineffective where you're looking, and your profile is just not optimized to what your niche is. I too still believe that. I still too think that I found the last fitness coach on Instagram. There's no more. That's what I said yesterday when I found 25. Again, when I go get my leads today, I'm going to be like, oh my God, there's no way I'm going to find 25, 30 more people I'm going to reach out to that have copy that I can do for them. But you'll find them. They'll literally an endless amount. Start doing more volume, and you'll see the result and the output that you want. It's as simple as that. There's no super big secret I learned last night that I all of a sudden I'm going to tell you guys. This is something every single copywriter will tell you. Every single person in general who's running a business, you just need to do volume. You need to reach out to as many people as you physically can every single day. See what they give you, and then iterate on what they give you and send it back out. And keep trying, keep testing, keep experimenting. So that's really what I'm going to give you. It's not no secret. It's not no crazy idea that I came up with. You simply have to do more volume. You simply have to send out to more people. And if you give me the excuse that you can't find any more people, you're just lying to yourself. You're just giving yourself that false belief. And you need to look and genuinely see how many people you can actually find. So that's really all I have for you. Put in more effort, put in more volume, work harder, and you'll see the results you want. So that's all I have for you. Have a good one. Goodbye.